Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. Well, it didn't take Moses Itauma long to introduce himself to the heavyweight division, just 23 seconds in fact, stopping Marcel Bode with a couple of left hands, and it was all she wrote. So only 3 punches in total in anger, the second of which, a left hand, backs up Bode to the rope, sort of stunning him. It looked like it sort of landed either partially or mostly on the gloves. And the third shot, another left hand thrown with force and anger by Itauma, and it drops Bode to the canvas. And again, it looked like it was mostly on the gloves. But Bode seemingly not wanting that work, whether he was hurt or otherwise. This was a soft touch, and the referee waves it off when Bode doesn't really make an attempt to get back to his feet in short order. So this was what it was. 18 years old, Moses Itauma was going to get a soft lob first up. And in fact, we could see many of these in the next couple of months. Actually, couple of years, I should say. Itauma says he wants to be the world heavyweight champion and beat Mike Tyson's record. He's got basically a couple of years and change to do so. So if he is going to do that, they're going to have to run him through a lot of opposition like this just to get some fights under the ledger, get him some experience and build him up. So I mean, it's hard to really take much from this. 20 seconds of action. Yeah, big, strong, powerful. He's still young, still developing. We didn't really see much. He looks like he's got some pop. Bode certainly didn't want to know after the second shot, which dropped him. Yeah, I mean, I want to see more. But I do hope that expectations are managed. And I would also say, I mean, given that his brother lost on the undercard, Marcel Itauma, he was stopped by a journeyman about half an hour before this fight. You know, there was a little bit of adversity that he had to push through, and maybe he would have been maybe more smiley had his brother not lost, and maybe he could have enjoyed it a little bit more, the atmosphere of his first fight. He had to block that out. He had to compartmentalize and go, I've got a job to do. I have to go in there, do my job, get this guy out of there. And he did it with a minimum of fuss. And you like to see that. You don't want to see hyped prospects basically play with their food when they don't have to. The fights where he will be tested, they will come. There will be incremental steps in time. But with Moses Itauma, he's so young, 18 years old. You can tell that he's going to be, you know, his body will change as he adapts to the pro lifestyle, a pro diet. He looked a little fleshy in there. I think at some point, you know, in the next couple of years, as he continues to develop and get his grown man strength as well, I mean, we're going to see him evolve over time. The style, his body, everything about the pro game will change Moses Itauma. And hopefully the matchmaking is such that he's tested at the appropriate time. Takes 10 seconds to ruin a heavyweight after building them up for years. And maybe Frank Warren has got that in his mind as well after Daniel Dubois faced relatively, you know, knockover jobs, and then he leapt up to face Joe Joyce and he fell short. So I think there is a lesson to be learned there. And Frank Warren generally is good at matchmaking. I want to see more of Moses. I want to see what he can do. He's got another fight scheduled for a couple of months' time, according to BoxRec. We'll see what happens there. Don't expect much. These first few years, even though they're going to have him high on cards, they're going to be promoting him. Even one of the BT announcers said the Moses Itauma hype train has left the station, and it well and truly has. They've been using this Mike Tyson record as something to latch onto. But let's face it, he's going to have to fight very frequently and be moved very quickly to get in a real position for a title. I don't think it's possible. It's a gimmick to me at this point. But hey, there's a selling point to help attach his name to. What do you make of the performance? What do you make of Moses? My first real good look at him in a fight setting? Drop a comment, loud and often. Hit like, hit subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Boxing_squared. I'm out.